Hi Aries, this is going to be a tarot reading for you for February 2021. Let's look at some energies coming up for the recent past for Aries. What I will do, Aries, is I will pull few cards for the past and the present, future. We'll get into all of those and pull more clarifiers as we need to. Past energies: Mother of Cups, Father of Cups, Ace of Swords. So right away I have like this couple energy here. It's a power couple. It looks like there's some sort of a disconnect between you and the person in your life, or there's just been some distance between you guys. Let's keep going though and pull some cards for the present and see what else we need to get into for Aries. So what's going on right now when Aries is watching for them? How are they feeling? What are they thinking? What's happening? It could be like a case of opposites attract if you have just met somebody, Aries. 5 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, and the 9 of Pentacles. So right now you have gotten yourself out of this slump. You've gotten yourself out of this dreary feeling of worry, of feeling like kind of in the darkness. And now you're thinking right now, what can I do practically? And you're ambitious to kind of pursue your goals, get recognized. I feel like you are probably getting some recognition that was owed to you at the moment, Aries. Or like kind of like, you know, a job well done. All right, let's see what's coming up for this future energies for Aries, end of February coming into March, and then we're going to clarify. And dive into these tarot cards. This is the 8 of Cups coming up with the Devil card with the 4 of Wands, Venus in Aries. So by the end of this all, you're feeling like your values are met, you're feeling good, you're feeling stable, you're feeling confident again. But there is some sort of a disconnect between you and another at the moment. Let's ground the reading with the message from this Oracle deck first, which is going to be a message from Aries, most compassionate, highest self to them right now. What have we got for Aries? It's the turquoise lotus mother. There is a mother energy here, Mother of Cups. There could be some sort of a disconnect or worry about a parent in your life at the moment. Let's have a look at what this is going to say though, and we'll get some more insight. The turquoise lotus mother. Turquoise lotus mother brings precious healing to you now. Allow yourself to be lifted out of your struggle, beloved one. An old pattern is finally in its death throes, something that weighed heavily on you from your past. This can be one of the most testing times to allow something to go, just when it seems to be so demanding of your time, focus, and attention. Yet do not doubt you have actually learned the lessons it required of you, and now you're being blessed with an opportunity to receive the karmic healing. There is some sort of a sense of some test and challenge in your life that you have just recently passed. Something that weighed heavily for you on your past, from your past. But it could have been a relationship that ended, and it could have been you know, the sudden realization for you in the recent past, Aries, that this wasn't meant to be. You know, it was painful at the time. Perhaps I see that these two people were once very much connected to each other and open-hearted in love with each other, but there's now a disconnect or distance between you two. Could be temporary, could be more so. You're kind of understanding now though that this was one of the more difficult chapters of your life that's gone past, Aries, and that you really have learned a lot from it. What else did that say? This can be one of the most testing times to allow something to go. Yeah, so maybe there is a sort of sense of holding on to this relationship, holding on to something from the past, and it's just you've learned your lessons from it, and it's just any lingering sense of pain or heartbreak or sadness as a result of that. You're kind of getting clear about what that relationship was all about, what you learned from it, and kind of really what went down. So currently we've got the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. I do see this as a sign that you are getting over this sadness and disappointment and sense of loss, really. The Oracle card talked about something being in the throes of, in its death throes. And it was almost like you didn't want to let go. You didn't want to loosen your grip on what the past was and this person from your past. It could be a sense of maybe grieving for the past, grieving for somebody, Aries, grieving for a relationship. This is kind of talking to me though about you learning from it. This is talking about kind of overcoming the sadness that you felt, but it really was pretty painful. For others, it could have been that there was a situation of sort of an opposites attract, some sort of an unexpected duo or like a coupling up, if that's what it was, and it didn't really turn out to be. It actually ended really before it got started. I think you maybe realized very early on that you weren't the right people for each other, but at the same time that maybe made you feel quite rejected. What's coming up though currently for you, Aries? Getting recognized, getting maybe the recognition or promotion that you deserve. I feel like getting a raise or getting like money is looking really good for you, and recognition in your career and public reputation is really good for you at the moment. Aries, we have a 5-planet lineup in the sign of Aquarius this month. Jupiter, Saturn, Venus, Mercury, and the Sun are in Aquarius. And for Aries rising, that is your 11th house of goals and aspirations. Goals and aspirations for the future, for making a stable, comfortable, and enjoyable future for yourself materially. But there is an element of there's something missing. There is like this element of the person in your life being missing, or a special person in your life being missing, maybe missing somebody from the past, maybe disappointed about how your most recent coupling up or whatever ended. Looks like work is good, money is good. You're regaining Five of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. It's a whole new shift in your body image, regaining confidence again. There was a feeling of rejection, but now I believe that you feel you've gotten past that, and you kind of are seeing yourself more accomplished, like stronger as a person because of this past rejection. And it's all coming from you keeping on pursuing your goals, keep going towards what it is that you're passionate about, what it is that you feel you're getting recognized in, and what you feel like you're like being acclaimed, or you're being favored above another, I think, or above like maybe a team of people. Coming up in the future now, we've got the Eight of Cups and the Devil, and then we'll have the Four of Wands. So this really does talk about the need to walk away from something coming up and leave something in the past, but it's something that is still pretty intoxicating for you. It's still somebody that you're probably very attracted to. Maybe you're still sleeping with this person, maybe you're still in touch, but coming up in the future, I feel like you're going to kind of come to a realization that while this is satisfying, the physical, your emotions and your soul it's not being satisfied in this relationship. Or if the relationship is over, it's kind of like you're that you need to completely leave it behind, because hanging on to these feelings of like, not even hope. I don't even think you're hopeful about a reconciliation for some, it's kind of dead now in the water. But it's just like holding on to old memories or what ifs. But there's something else outside there for you, Aries. It has come to an end. And I just feel like the Devil card is telling me that you might continue to replay this situation. You might continue to feel very still bogged down by it, or trapped by these feelings, essentially. If it's work related and you kind of are feeling like you're getting recognized in your field, you're getting acclaim, then this is just really kind of talking to me about a very workaholic tendency, about you kind of almost like you're going to be selling your soul to this company, or like you're going to, not literally of course, but like you're going to be sacrificing so much of your free time. It's going to take a lot of work. You might actually have to leave behind a place, or you might actually have to completely maybe quit another job, and it's just like leaving you with these feelings of like, oh my gosh, leaving so much behind, because this next step in your life, you feel like it's going to require so much of your attention, you won't be able to have your attention elsewhere, is essentially the message there. Let's have a look at these cards. Let's clear some cards up here for Aries, okay? Let's pull some more cards from this tarot and I'll let you see these, Aries. Oh, can you see? Not really. No, kind of. Okay, we'll go now and we'll look at this past row, okay? So this was either an opposites attract that fizzled out, or it's the kind of grieving of of somebody that you loved, could even be mother. And then there's also the possibility of just a disconnect and a romantic relationship that has come to an end, but you're sort of feeling still, you really still feel for that relationship rather than the person. It's like the relationship that was rather than the person that was. Let's clear this first row up for Aries. Mother of Cups, Father of Cups, and Ace of Swords. The Daughter of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, like I get the sense of you feel like you really didn't deserve what happened. You really felt like you were the one that put in more effort. You were the one that really kind of kept this alive. You were the one that kind of like you were holding on to this more than the other person and putting in all the effort to keep it, like you were kind of, it was on its last legs, maybe this relationship for some, that it ended, and you were the person that was really pulling out all the stops, you know, trying to keep things exciting, trying to keep the relationship alive, trying to keep the spark there. Little do you know, Aries, this was such a time and pivotal time for growth for you. I think that's what that said. Oh yeah, you learned the lessons required of you, and now you're being blessed with an opportunity to receive karmic healing. There is an element of healing here that's going to have to happen, because what happened was, Aries, your confidence was totally knocked when you felt so rejected and abandoned even by this person. If it was like a grieving situation, and you're still missing somebody in that sense, you kind of just feel a sense of, yeah, loneliness, but it is an opportunity now for some healing to be done. It's an opportunity now to look after yourself and try and take care of yourself at the moment. Give yourself what you need, and give yourself what you deserve at the moment. There is an opportunity now for a fresh start to begin, Aries, but we're having to heal from this past energy at the moment. That's become very clear to you, that is a must, that you need to kind of let go in order to go towards your next steps in life. Let's have a look at this middle row then for Aries. The Five of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. Let's clear this one up. The Empress and the Four of Cups. Yeah, so about getting what you deserve now, this recognition, this acclaim, and I feel like a rejuvenation in your body image and how good you feel. You're kind of welcoming now, you're welcoming compliments, you're welcoming people telling you you did a good job, you're welcoming people telling you, you know, that they're interested in you. You might have people saying that they're interested in you, maybe work related, maybe to come on board, maybe you're being headhunted, or else maybe romantically interested in you. However, I don't think you're there yet. I think Four of Cups, you are still very much focused on the past and what you can't have now, what's not possible to have anymore, what you miss, rather than seeing the options that are still ahead of you at the moment. You are very much focused on what you don't have and what's not possible for you, rather than basically seeing that you're actually being given an opportunity to heal from the past now. And when you do that, I believe more and more opportunities, Empress indicates getting what you deserve, getting a lot of abundance coming in, and feeling a lot better, feeling really actually confident and good and happy in your own skin again. You put in all the effort as far as I can see in this past relationship, and it wasn't your choice to end it, I don't think. Okay, so that's what's coming up there. There are options for you at the moment, Aries, but you're just not fully seeing them at the moment. And maybe it's down to you not really recognizing your worth. Maybe you don't feel worthy enough for these 4 cups that are options here. And we see that there's a rat on top of them, so they're not really appealing to you at the moment. Because you're probably not seeing them fully clearly, because you're still in this kind of a slump energetically in one area of your life. Reputation is really good, networks of friends are really good, and support networks are really good, and finances are probably pretty good for you right now, but it's like a feeling of lack of worth and do I deserve these next opportunities coming up for me. Let's look at this this row here. So we've got the 8 of Cups with the Devil card and the 4 of Wands. Let's clear that up for Aries. Okay, shuffle them up. I get the sense for some that children are coming up and a disappointment around maybe you wanted to start a family with these people. So we've got the Daughter of Cups of quite a young child, youthful energy here. And the Five of Swords. So yeah, I really do kind of get a sense that you really thought that there was going to be a lot of happiness with this person. And this is it's kind of turning into a bit of a relationship reading here, which I didn't intend, but it's really the feeling I'm getting from this reading. You kind of, you had a lot of hopes with this person. Okay, so what is going to have to happen for you to kind of move on and heal from this is realizing that this has totally come to an end. That only kind of holding out for hope is kind of just like leaving you feeling trapped and oppressed by your situation. It might even start feeling you're sort of starting to throw yourself into work, throw yourself and distract yourself by becoming a workaholic just to kind of not think about this person in your life anymore. Daughter of Cups and the 5 of Swords together. It's like there's an option here for you to be helped out of this situation, but like this 4 of Cups, you're not interested in receiving the help that's there for you. You're not even interested in receiving the opportunities or offers that might have come up for you, because I really do get this sense of a slump that's kind of coming up for you. This card talked about this slump as in lifted out. You're being allowed now. Allow yourself to be lifted out of your struggle, beloved one. Okay, so there is like pain at the moment surrounding you, Aries. There is some pain surrounding you. The Daughter of Cups does speak about getting assistance and getting help if you need to be, because maybe you were betrayed by this person in your life. There is like a sense of betrayal, and it was not just an easy ending for you. There was a lot of love there potentially previously, and it unfortunately seems like it did end with the betrayal. Maybe there were children involved, and that's why it's really hard to kind of get over it. Maybe there's actually why the Devil card is coming up here, why the 4 of Wands here is coming up, because maybe it's still like, there still could be a very kind of embedded living situation or custody situation, or children could have been involved, the hopes and aspirations for children to be involved, or there actually is, and that's why it's really hard just to completely separate yourself from this. but maybe coming to terms that this maybe has ended will be easier for you to start making this healing journey for you possible. I'm going to close out this reading with another one of those oracle cards. I really love the messages from this deck. I think they really come at a time when they need to be heard. So let's close this reading out for Aries with one more message from their most compassionate, highest self to them. All right, we have got the dance unveiling. So I feel like that is a bit more of an optimistic feeling, the dance unveiling. Let's read up about that. Okay. Okay. There is a situation in your life that is about to reveal itself to you with greater clarity. Just like sands shifting, the picture will seem clearer and quite different to how it once appeared to you. This clarity will bring great relief and confirmation of your intuition. Be patient and allow the revelation to come to you at the perfect time. Okay. So this is kind of Ace of Swords talking to me about this clarity that's going to come for you. And I guess it's kind of, you're going to be at least awarded this healing that we've been speaking about and getting over the past and coming to terms from the past. Be patient and allow the revelation to come to you at the perfect time. So I think maybe it's a message that we might just have to surrender. And if you really are feeling still this feeling of overwhelming kind of sadness or like loss for somebody, it might be an invitation for you to, if you want to maybe speak to somebody, it could be grief that you're dealing with, or just, you know, like the grieving of an old relationship or a person or a friendship even that once was, that you're just really finding it hard to kind of overcome, thinking about and feeling still very, still really kind of reliving the moments that were there. Okay, Aries, that is going to be your reading for February 2021. Of course, it's going to be general. That won't apply to everybody. So just take what resonated with you today and leave the rest. I will do a love and relationship spread, although this was pretty, a lot of relationship themes were coming up here. But for me, I will do a specific love and relationship reading for you next week on this channel. So feel free to hit share, like, subscribe, and I will talk to you soon, Aries. Bye.